people. We don't like pay for stuff that's free.
Sure.
We have friends who pay for stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and she got a little bit.
Music literacy that young is like such. I feel like you're giving him a powerful tool, though.
Wow, it's like but he's not gonna have. It's not really a tool if his dad can't help him with anything.
Well,
I am
that's
like
what the class is for.
I'm like the least musical person in the history of the world.
Me too.
It's gonna be really hard for me to like if foster that talent if he has it. I'm gonna have to like reach out to it like a million people. I have no musical talent whatsoever.
I can't help you there, cause same, but
Yeah.
we have musical friends. We do theater.
Yeah, yeah,
We have lots of friends who do music.
yeah. I guess so. Are we good?
Oh yeah, you're live.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just musically. I got nothing. I wish.
So
I'm like maybe we can like take music classes together.
Oh, that's cute.
Is that a thing? Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah. And I can just I gotta beat him though.
Yeah.
Right. Just gotta let him know
Well-
his old man. Yeah.
Sure. If you want to be competitive with your baby son, yeah. You can if you want to.
We're doing a Lost podcast. I gotta do like I gotta give him some daddy issues. You can't
Yeah.
have zero.
That's true. Well,
You can't have zero. I can't be like a great dad, right? I gotta do.
speaking of great dads, Jen.
Oh, Jen. Okay.
His
I
papa.
thought for some reason I thought you were talking
His
about
papa.
son's dad. The worst.
He did give her $100,000
He
in
did.
yuan or whatever.
Yeah, but you can't buy her affection.
No. And he's awful and he's evil. I was joking. He's like a very violent and scary man.
When you said great dad, I thought you were gonna start talking about bald head. Jen
That's
Lee.
great. He was not a dad.
That he's not a dad. And he's all alone now. He was supposed to
Good.
move to America with that other girl. Then he fell in love with Son and then got left by Son. Tough break, bud.
Womp womp.
Sorry. Hate it for you. Hate it for you.
Maybe you should have had some hair, Jay Lee.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know.
Get some hymns. Isn't that a thing? What's the hair? I don't know.
Yeah.
Isn't
yeah,
that a thing?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. Sorry. No, that's not a shot at anybody. But yeah, I thought, yeah. Jen's dad is king of dads so far.
A sweetheart.
Do we have a better one?
No.
No.
I'm trying to think. I think, and Jen like still kind of has daddy issues because he's ashamed of his dad, and that's more of a him issue than it is a daddy issue. But it is an issue related to his daddy. But I do think that Jen's dad is like unequivocally the best father in the show.
But I think if we want to get like a little bit micro, is he even talking about the man that we saw in this episode? Because that's his foster dad.
Well,
Or stepdad, right?
well,
Like
but
he's
that's
daddy
his
issues
dad.
because maybe his dad was never around.
sure.
He's right about so his daddy issues are from somebody else, not from the man that we saw today in the episode. Because that man rocks. You
Boy,
don't.
let me tell you about mommy issues.
Oh, geez, I'm crepes.
I know.
What in the heck?
I know. I had forgotten about it.
I feel like they forecasted that pretty early when she showed up asking for money, and then I kind of was
It's
like,
because
Yeah.
we just did that with John Locke a season ago.
yeah, okay.
his mom that he never met showing up out of nowhere and
I know.
tricking him. That's exactly what
I
Jen's
know.
mom did.
I know, and it's like everything was like too clever by half. Like with no. Bear with me for a second. Okay,
I'm bearing.
Jen's mom sleeping with other men, having a kid, leaving him to somebody else. Does that sound a lot like what up till that point Son and Jen were in the middle of doing? And then I've said over and over, Jen's going to raise that baby. Doesn't matter who
Yeah.
it is. Even if he finds out it's bald heads, Jen's going to raise that baby just like his dad did. I was like, wow, I see what you're doing. It's a little on the nose. I mean,
Yeah.
but I liked it. I'm still here for
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
Jen's the product of good people. And I just loved that happen. Good person.
Yeah.
Maybe not good people. The
Right.
mom, yeah, sorry. Let me clarify there.
Yes.
Good person, not good people.
Right. And I think that he would take that example, and even if the baby was Jay Lee's, he would raise it. But guess what?
It's not.
Not a problem.
No.
Don't even worry about it.
No, it
That's
was.
Jen's baby.
I thought it was literally. It was just so crazy when Juliet and Son were in the. Oh, now I'm gonna blank. What's the hatch name for the
staff.
the staff.
The one that Juliet and Son went to?
Yeah.
The staff.
And she was like, oh, when was this baby conceived? And Son was like, what do you mean? And Juliet said, who hit it?
Funny.
Got her.
Just kidding. That's my new favorite joke.
We're live.
Welcome back.
We're back on Glee.
Flight 815. Today we're discussing season 3, episode 18, D.O.C.
Doc.
Date of conception. On the island, we do sort of pick up for our B plot with Desmond and Hurley and Charlie and Jen out in the forest with the parachute lady. They get her out of the tree. She's not making any sense. She's saying that she's dying in Spanish, which Hurley is able to translate. And they move her parachute gear to reveal that a branch had gone through her abdomen and impaled her on the way down. Bad luck. Not what you want. So they're freaking out, understandably, about how to work on that and how to fix that. And who comes traipsing out of the jungle out of straight up nowhere but our friend Mikhail, who's just kind of like
freaking insane.
And none of these people are who he met the first time. So it's just like straight up some random eye patch man.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Some strange emaciated Russian coming out of the forest to,
absurd
to
stuff.
help them. Yeah. And he does some bullshit and clears her lung out with some bamboo and stuff, where it's collapsed and filled with blood. And then he's like, what?
Is that another TV trope?
I feel like a lot of times we have collapsed lungs. And
Okay.
yeah, I feel like you see those more on like cop dramas and hospital shows. Like
Yes.
House's Patients, 9 times out of 10, one of those lungs is going to deflate.
There's a thing there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
with the
And the pen in the neck, the
air
tracheotomy, and that's not what he did, but it's kind of what he did with the bamboo in her lung. Yeah.
It's like you
Yeah.
have to work. It's kind of like the dislocated shoulder, but you have to work a little harder to get there.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more effort.
Yeah, it's a little more effort. It's a little more intimate. It's a little more, you're like,
Same.
hey, can I say something crazy? There's penetration happening there.
Yeah.
So it's a fun story vehicle.
Same, but different though.
Same but different.
Okay,
Yeah,
it felt
yeah.
like that.
So he clears her lung, and then he's like, and she'll be okay because, the island. And then he kind of leaves. Sure, whatever.
It'll be like a day and a half.
It's
No
fine.
problem.
Don't worry. Desmond's freaking out because she has this picture of him and Penny. What else happens? They end up getting her awake at the very, very end of all of that. Oh, there's also a satellite phone. She has a satellite phone, and they fuck with it for a second. Hurley tries to call his mom, which is really sweet, and then they put it aside, and that's when Mikhail gets there. Mikhail also translates. She's speaking like 100 different languages at this point. At one point, she speaks Chinese, and everyone's like, hey, Jen, and Jen's like, well, that's Chinese, not Korean.
She's xenophobic very much? Is that what it is?
That's not me. And then she speaks in Portuguese and says something, and what she says is, I am not alone, but Mikhail translates it as, yeah.
I did not know that. This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Yeah, what she says is, oh, now esto so, which is not pronounced correctly. And Mikhail says that she's saying, thank you for helping me, but she's not. She's saying, I am not alone. Important. And then Mikhail leaves, and after he leaves, they're like, hey, the satellite phone's gone.
What
so
am
Mikhail
I doing?
took that.
It was like my first day watching the show. I
don't think that it said that.
I believed Mikhail.
Oh, well,
What?
that is crazy.
That's on me.
Do you remember that episode where they were all in his house and he told like 100 different lies?
Oh my gosh, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is my first day on the job.
Not every nook and cranny, John.
Jeez Louise, I believed him. I was like, yeah, that's definitely what she said.
No.
Stupid.
She said, I am not alone.
Oh my goodness.
So he tries to take the phone. They're like, oh, the phone's gone. Mikhail took it. Jen goes back and gets the phone back. And Mikhail's like, well, I had to take the phone. Sure, whatever. And then Desmond's like, fine, you can leave. And he does leave. And then they're like still trying to help her. They make a stretcher. They're, I think, trying to prepare to take her to camp. And then she wakes up and she says, some bullshit. And then Hurley's like, where are the survivors of Flight 815? And she goes, no, there are no survivors of Flight 815. They found the plane. There were no survivors, and they're all dead, which was like the end of the episode. That was the B plot of the island. The A plot of the island was Sun is doing her like daily routine. She's doing her gardening and stuff. She's helping Kate with tarps. And Jack comes over and asks her a bunch of questions about her pregnancy kind of out of nowhere. And he's not slick about it. He shows up and he's like, hey, how's it been going with your baby? And she's like, I mean, fine, I'm tired. And he's like, any morning sickness? And she's like, no, I'm over that. And he's like, any blood? And she's like, hang on a second. Do we need to like go into your office? Like, what are we doing here? And he's like, no, I'm just wondering. No reason at all. And then he leaves. And then
I like that no reason thing you just did, because I felt like what he was doing.
That was what he was like.
He was just bad at it.
He was so bad at it. He's not a good liar. He tries to be Kate and Sawyer. He's not good at it. So Sun goes and hangs out with her friend Kate, and she mentions it. And Kate's also pissed at Jack. We know this. And Kate's like, well, it's Juliet. Sure. And then
that conniving little floozy, a little 5-cent schizo. Whoa. Got my man.
Oh my good, right? That's what she was saying. I get it now.
I saw it in her eyes. Yeah, she said it in her eyes, probably.
Right. Probably. Okay. Probably something like that.
That's all I'm saying.
So she goes to Juliet, or Juliet actually goes to her first, and it's like, "You're pregnant. We have to talk about it." And she's like, "Why?" And she's like, "Well, because pregnant women on this island die." And Sun gets mad and walks away. And then later they talk again, and Sun's like, "Okay, give me the lowdown on this." And so Juliet tells her and is like, well, depending on when you conceived, you might have a chance, because babies who are conceived on the island die, and babies who are not conceived on the island don't, or the mothers die. When they're not conceived on the island, they don't always die, but it's always like at the end of the second trimester, it's rough. And I can take you to somewhere where we can test and we can see. And so they go to the staff station, and Sun mentions on the way the thing with Jay Lee, old bald head, as Anthony calls him, and is like, well, I'm kind of fucked either way, because if I got pregnant before I got on the island, Jen's sterile, it's Jay Lee's. If I got pregnant while we're on the island, it's my husband's, and it fixed his balls or whatever, but I'm going to die. Terrible news. And Juliet's like, yeah, I kind of brought you here because I wanted to give you good news. And you telling me that puts a wrench in it, but we'll do it anyway. And so they put her on the table. They test it. It is Jen's. Sun is overjoyed about it, frankly, because it's Jen's, even though that means that she is likely to die, that there's dangers for her. Juliet takes her out, gives her a little bit more bedside manner, and then ducks back into the staff to leave a message for Ben, where she's like double crossing everybody and being like, yeah, Sun's pregnant. She got pregnant on the island. And also I'm going to sneak a pregnancy test from Kate and the other women. And then she cuts off the recording and goes, I hate you. Okay, girl, that really does nothing, but I understand.
I love that I hate you. I hate that I love you.
No,
that's what I heard.
I don't think that's
That's
true.
what I heard.
I think she just hates him as a Ben lover.
Sure.
I think Juliet just hates that man. And then in the flashbacks, meanwhile, we have newlyweds Jen and Sun. And Sun is like going about her beautiful day in Korea, freshly married. And she sits down next to this lady on a bench, and the lady is holding a newspaper with hers and Jen's wedding announcement. And she's like, oh, is this you, beautiful bride? And Sun's like, that is me. Thank you. Beautiful bride, true. And
very true.
The lady's actually blackmailing her, not as cute as we thought. She's
not cute at all.
She's like, no, I mean, it's shitty because you're like the daughter of the most powerful man in the country, but your husband's the son of a fisherman and a prostitute. How disgusting. I'm going to leak it.
What does that say about putting your wedding announcement in the paper? You know, shouldn't your business be your business? That's all I'm saying.
I'm from a small town. We all put our shit in the paper every time.
No, not me.
I was in the paper when I won a 4-H contest. You know what I mean? You got to have something to fill it out.
What's a 4-H contest?
Did you not have 4-H?
No.
4-H is a club.
4-H, no.
4-H is a club. And you could go to camp in the summer, and that was fun. And there were a lot of contests throughout the year. I would always win public speaking, but sometimes I would do well with the poster contest in October. Yeah.
No.
I went to Tennessee State for the 4-H contest for public speaking in 5th grade, and my speech was about my hero, who was Jed Clampett from the Beverly Hillbillies.
That's we need to get that on the show, like the recording of that speech. Yeah.
Anymore. That's from 5th grade. The beginning was I said the theme song.
Oh, well,
they loaded up the truck and went to Beverly Hills. That is. Swimming pools, movie stars.
There you go.
Know?
Right.
Anyway.
I think I've only been in the paper one time. I was on the front, and
you should have been born in a small town. Then you'd be in the paper all the time.
It was like a really, really bad way to be on the front. It's just, yeah. Well,
you were on a college baseball team. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I'm sure you were in newspapers more than you were.
No,
positive.
it was digital by the time I got there. But yeah, the one time that I was on the front page, it was really bad. I'll tell that story at the end. Okay. It was really bad.
Okay, goodness me. So Sun's freaking out about the money, and she goes to the lady's like, "Give me $100,000. I won't leak that your husband's bad breeding or whatever."
Can I interrupt you one more
Yeah.
time? And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I waited. Would they be using dollars as currency?
No,
Okay.
that was for the benefit of the subtitles. I'm sure it was actually
It made more sense for
100
me.
million
Yeah.
yen or yuan or whatever.
Okay.
But
Just curious. They kept saying dollars.
The exchange rate between dollars and yuan is such that, especially in 2006, people would be have a different interpretation of how much money that was, I think.
It placated perfectly to me because it made sense. But yeah, I was thinking wait, they wouldn't be talking in dollars, would they?
Yeah.
Or speaking in dollars? I was just curious. Go ahead.
I know the exchange rate from dollars to yen pretty well because I watch anime and play JRPGs. And I think that Korean yuan is similar, but maybe it's worth a little bit more or a little bit less. And I can't remember which one, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's the equivalent of $100,000 in Korean currency. And she goes to Mr. Pike, her papa, and she won't tell him what it's for, but she's like, I need $100,000 in Korean currency. And he's like, why? And she's like, I'm not going to tell you. And he's like, well, you have to tell me. And she's like, okay, well, how about this? Give me this money and I will continue to ignore that you're a disgusting criminal and a terrible father. And she doesn't say all this, but the implication is there. And continue doing your bidding like I have for my entire stupid life if you give me this money. And he does. He gives her the money. Son, badass. And then... And then she goes home. Jen comes home, and they have a cute little "honey, I'm home" moment. And then Jen is like, "I heard you came to the office today. Why didn't you come and see me?" And she's like, "I didn't want to bother you at work. You work so hard." And then he's looking for something, and she's like, "Oh, it's in my purse." And then she remembers that the $100,000 that her dad gave her is also in her purse. And she runs out, but he's got it. And he's like, "Why do you have all this freaking money?" And she has to lie and say that she took the money from her father for furniture or some bullshit. And that hurts his feelings because he's like, "Well, I can provide for you. That's why I'm breaking my back working for your father, so that I can provide for you." And it's kind of a bad situation. She also goes to meet Jen's dad, who is just a fucking sweetheart.
The best.
Jen's told everyone that his parents are dead, but he's just a sweet fisherman, and he is very excited to meet Sun. He says that she's beautiful. He knows who she is as soon as he sees her because I assume Jen has sent him pictures. He's very, very happy.
He saw them in the paper.
Yeah, well, he saw them in the paper. They're in
Come
the paper.
on. They're in the paper. What about that? Yeah, everybody knows. Put that out there, right next to the obits.
Yeah, and Jen's dad is not sure whether or not Jen is his son, but the mother was probably a sex worker, maybe otherwise just someone who went around with a lot of guys, and that she abandoned Jen to his care, and he took care of him best he could. He's also like, "Don't tell Jen that you met with me because it will shame him, and that's not what I want for him, and I don't want him to know that his mother who didn't want him is alive. I want him to think that she did want him, but she died." It's all very, very heartbreaking. I cried very much. And then that's before she goes to her dad. So now we're back to them in there. And he discovers the money. He's like, "Give it back because we can't be doing this. I can take care of you." And she agrees and is like, "I love you, of course." Then she goes and meets with Mama again, gives her the money, and is like, "Why didn't you tell me that you were Jen's mom?" Right. And she goes that, well, I gave birth to him, but I'm not his mother, bitch. And then son gives her the money and tells her, my husband thinks that his mother is dead. Don't make me make that a reality, bitch.
Get her.
I love you, Sun Quan. Are you kidding? And she walks away. And I think, unless I'm missing something, that's what you missed on Glee.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
I'm sweaty.
So we're good. We'll see you all next week. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Where do you want to start?
All right, jeez. Where do you want to start? There's a lot.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Let's do B first.
Okay.
Let's do. I guess we're calling.
What are you calling her? Because I know her name. I'm doing kind of another Henry Ben problem.
Oh, that's what we're calling
Parachute
B.
Girl?
Yeah, Parachute Girl. That's like C or D
I've
plot
bitten it
for
back
me.
two or three times. Oh, okay.
I don't know. Okay, well, if we're gonna do that, let's talk about why is Mikhail still here?
Why wouldn't he still be here?
Because he died, and that was
exploded.
how they got through the whole electric fence thing.
Yeah.
What are we doing? I was very, very not happy with that.
You're not happy that Mikhail's alive?
No, it seemed lame, and he didn't do anything this time. He came in, said a few words, and
Cleared that girl's lung out.
barely broken Russian. It's like the first time he's ever done that accent before.
Goodness.
And no, get it out of here. And then he bails. And he's like, well, if I didn't steal this, you wouldn't respect me. Well, I don't respect you because you were dead. Okay? You shouldn't be here, and I don't see how it's moving the plot forward. It's very confusing. I don't get it. And then it also led Charlie to be this wannabe tough guy. Charlie's in just his wannabe tough guy era right now. He's like, what if I took that other eye? And I was like, Charlie, you might trip and fall.
Crazy.
You might trip and fall over a root before you even get to him. Let's not get out over our skis, Charlie. Right? Everything's moving too fast. It was just what?
Yeah.
And he's trying to bully Desmond. And then he's forcing Desmond to be really sharp with him, which I don't think fits Desmond really well. It doesn't look natural. When Desmond's he's kind of clapping back at Charlie. It doesn't seem right. It seems weird, and I'm I'm very confused with what's going on. Can we just focus on the girl for a second? Why is Mikhail here? Why does anybody need to be here at all?
I don't know. Well, what else is he going to do? His house blew up.
He died. He died.
Or so we thought.
Yeah, so we thought. I guess people can come back from the dead.
He seems to know a lot. I mean, he wasn't probably dead.
No, I guess he's hanging out with Lana Lucia. They're both just chilling,
Lana Lucia's
sipping.
dead. Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? If I thought
Mikhail
somebody
wasn't dead. At any point. They thought that he was dead.
How could you not think he was dead? Well, fine, whatever. I mean,
what was the situation? I'm trying to remember what was the situation. Hang on.
He crossed the electronic field.
Oh, yeah. He was fucking obviously lying.
But he started bleeding out of his ears and his eyes
Yeah,
and stuff.
they teach you that in Russia, I think.
That's insane. No.
I don't know. He did something.
No, that was too much. They made him too dead to bring him back. You got to do less, and then maybe it's believable.
It's okay, kitten. It's fine.
Okay. All right. If you tell me it's fine, and I'll just go along with it. But it's it wasn't very additive for me.
People don't come back from the dead on Lost. That's not really something that happens. Mikhail just didn't die. He did a good job of convincing us that he died, but he did not die.
We did a really good job.
It probably
very
tore
unfortunate.
him up. It probably tore him up. It probably hurt.
Maybe.
But
He's back.
it
He
didn't
ran around the island. He sprinted up to him, and as soon as he saw the flare go up, he sprinted there. I mean, he didn't need a recovery time whatsoever.
I know someone else who died and then rose again 3 episodes later.
Who?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's such a stretch. So Mikhail.
He did.
Mikhail. Okay.
And he said, I got to get out of here. Let's move this rock.
Yeah, you got me there, I guess.
As we all know.
Airtight logic, but I got you.
Not that Mikhail is Jesus, but.
But it's kind of what you're saying.
Well, I'm just saying.
Okay.
you don't get mad reading the Bible and go, no, this guy was dead.
Yeah.
He was dead for 3 days.
Interesting pivot. Okay. All right. We can bail on that.
We're on
but
the
yeah.
magic island and somebody can't just be badly injured and then
No, they can. I just didn't want it to be him. It could have been somebody else.
I think he's hot, so.
Okay.
And he's fun. He's like.
Where's Miss Clue? Bring her back.
I think he's the funnest other than Ben. And Tom
Friendly. I was about to say, right? You're stepping on your own toes there.
Friend,
Tom Friendly. All right, fine. Whatever. I could back down there, but no. I'm like Michael's whole thing.
I just think he's cool. Yeah, he looks like he smells bad, but like in kind of a good way. Like cigarettes and BO and vodka. Right.
What?
Right.
And you think that smells bad in a good way? What's the good part?
Perhaps.
I guess would be my follow-up question.
I don't know. I think we maybe just have different lives.
Yeah. They're not that dissimilar that I would think that that's like an enjoyable experience, right?
And, we have a comment from longtime listener and friend,
Sure.
Echo Law RN, who says, a man was paralyzed and can now walk on the island, but this is the hill Anthony chooses to die on. Really good. Thank you, Echo. The lawyer and RN.
That's fine. Team up on me if you want to.
I'm not.
It's not
I'm defending Mikhail.
It's not an island problem. I think it's a Mikhail problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The eye patch is cool.
Yeah. Got to give him some personality. He got nothing else going for him.
He has lots of. He loves figure skating. He had a cat. He has a cat. The cat lived.
Okay. Sure.
He
was a medic. They said, yeah. So
yeah, he can clear a lung out of blood with a bamboo stick or whatever.
okay. If everyone is telling me that I'm wrong and Mikhail rocks, then I'm happy for everyone.
Okay, let's move on. What do you think of the lady?
Well, she speaks 1,000 languages.
She does. That's she's polyglot supreme.
Well, okay, it's weird because I was speaking of Hills to Die On. I thought that she was going to be a part of Penny's like research team. It seemed like she was talking to Mikhail specifically. She's not alone.
Maybe.
Was she a part of like one of the drop-off teams?
Who could never be sure?
It's got to be one of those, right? Like now I'm starting to think it was like a not like a rescue team, but how would she know? But okay, but Desmond was a part of the others for a while too, so she would know Desmond if she was a part of the others in Dharma, right? Because he worked in the hatch, so she would know who he is. Yeah, it felt like she was talking to Mikhail.
Maybe.
She's not alone. Who came with her?
Then what would her business be?
But why would she have a picture with a Penny?
Right. And that's what Desmond was freaking out about. She has got a picture of my girlfriend.
Leverage.
That was kind of good.
Leverage. And the whole thing,
maybe.
The whole thing with Ben and Juliet has been how much they have these like big dossiers on everybody who crashed on the flight. So maybe like they have this information on Desmond that they want to like use as leverage.
So
like,
you think
hey,
she's an other.
Yeah, and she was going to give that to somebody and be like, hey, if you want to get to Desmond, he is now actually with the full frontals. Here is his like vice. Here's the way to get to him. Is
his beautiful woman.
Yeah. And here's a picture to show that you know exactly who she is. Describe her perfectly. Describe this photo, and then he'll know, because that's kind of what they did. Like when Juliet was going through, like describing Locke and his background and Jack and all that stuff, you know, that's their thing. So she was sent to get leverage because they know that Desmond went to the full frontals.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know.
Yeah,
who could say? But
yeah, all right.
It is a good. I think that's.
I'm changing teams. I thought she was there because she was with Penny, but now I'm starting to think she's, you know, with the others.
Who can never be sure?
They're there to get Desmond, and they know that Desmond gets these flashbacks too. Like they know that he is going to be a bit of a problem with the way that he can like not predict things, but he can see things.
And clairvoyance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they're trying to eliminate him from the process first. Like we got to go after Desmond first.
Perhaps.
I'm throwing stuff.
And I love it. This is the most fun part of the show for me, is when you're giving me theories and I cannot legally react. I have to be like, cool, yeah.
Well, legally,
maybe.
You know, the worst part is like I start throwing stuff at the table.
Yeah. And sometimes it sticks good, and then sometimes it's nuts.
Most of the time, I just start like switching up as I'm like saying it. As I'm like coming out of my mouth, I'm like, wait, that's dumb. Anthony, don't say that. And I talk myself into some takes.
Yeah.
I talk myself out of some takes.
Yeah.
I wrote down it's not Jen's baby like 4 times.
Right. It was.
It was Jen's baby. We don't know.
But the show, I think, very
No.
much wanted you to think that it was Jay Lee's because I think it wanted you to root for Sun being healthy.
They put Baldhead in the recap, like previously on Lost.
They did. That was on purpose, baby.
They got me.
Remember?
They got
Might
me.
be his baby.
Yeah, that's probably bad take number 1. You think?
What?
Like all of my takes, do you think that's like the biggest miss so far? That it was Jin Lee's baby?
The swan is for animals.
We don't. Shit, I forgot about the swan. But that was rooted in some like really good logic, I think.
It was a swan.
Yeah, that's pretty much that was the only logic.
It was a swan, and you had already seen.
That was the only logic. Is that a swan is an animal? But there's bears. Okay, there's polar bears. There are animals locked in cages somewhere.
Right.
It wasn't.
And then we get to the station with the aquarium and the bear cages.
Yeah. But it should have been the swan. I feel like that's not even on me as much as it is the writers, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like I was on. Yeah, that was pretty half baked. Now that I'm talking about it, yeah, I missed that one.
That was just like the funniest
Tough.
one I could think of.
Okay, that's pretty bad.
And
The Marshall and
also
Kate.
that Jack was the father of Claire's baby, which you said very early, and now we know that they are half siblings.
Yeah, that was tough too. I guess there's some Mount Rushmores of bad takes, and those are pretty high up there.
Yeah.
Tough. Tough. What are you gonna do? They were leading me to believe that it was Jin Lee's baby. They were leading me there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Okay.
they want you to be worried that it's Jay Lee's baby, and they want you to consider the fact that if it is Jay Lee's baby, that Sun won't die.
Yeah. Well, she's not gonna die, anyways. Juliet's gonna save her.
Juliet's been trying to save pregnant women for how long?
I told you, she's gonna quadruple cross. She's gonna fall in love with the frontals, and she's gonna see a lot of her sister in Sun.
I'm not saying that she's evil. I'm saying that she has been trying to save pregnant women since she got here.
She's gonna save her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna save her, and
I hope so.
and she's gonna become one of the full frontals.
I hope so. I love Juliet.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite characters.
She went medium heel this time though. I don't know. It's like the way they framed her, and she was just had like a piercing look the
I
whole
liked this. I
time.
have a note specifically about getting to see Juliet on her own in the staff after she leaves Sun outside. And
Yeah.
she's by herself recording that message for Ben. Because last time we saw her dealing with the fact that she's double crossing them and working with Ben or whatever, she is with Ben, so she's obviously going to be how Ben wants her to be. But this time she's alone, and she's just doing that recording, and you can see on her face that she doesn't want to leave the recording, and you can see on her face that she's conflicted about it, and then she leaves the recording and turns it off and goes, "I hate you," which was a little bit chooky, but also cool and badass.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah. It's like you felt that and you saw it. You didn't have to tell us, but it was nice to hear.
Yeah.
You know? And I think I kind of enjoyed Juliet being around somebody other than Jack or Ben.
Yes.
Right?
I love
Getting
that.
to see her be her own character around some other people. You know, I know that we did the
Yeah.
thing with Kate, but, you know, Juliet interacting with some other people and maybe some low stakes moments for Juliet. I mean, it's a high stakes moment for Sun. I mean, the new baby and Jen,
Yeah.
but for Juliet, it's kind of low stakes, and it was nice to see her with somebody else, be her own person for a second.
And she was good with Sun. Like, regardless of whatever ulterior motives she has working for Ben, she was really good to her, and she was really, like, of her motivation of being like, I've been giving people bad news and watching women die since I got here. I really wanted to give you good news. That's why I brought you here. It was really, really nice. I also have a note that says, Juliet said, "I need another girls' day in the jungle now. Let's go." I feel like the last time we had a big Juliet moment was when she was having her like Yuri adventure with Kate.
That's right.
And now she's having another one with Sun.
Yeah.
Cute.
It did feel like this is why I got into this business kind of like moment.
Yeah.
She's like, she got into whatever her research was to like help her sister get pregnant. Like, that was the motivation. That was the joy that she got from it. It felt like she was finding the joy in like what she was doing again, because she said that she's like lost 7 or 9 patients. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But like whatever the reason that she got into whatever she was doing with fertility, she had lost like why it meant so much to her, why she did it in the first place. And it felt like this was like, oh, this is why I want to do this.
Yeah.
Like I miss giving good news, right?
It was really, really sweet there.
Yeah.
And also the moment where Sun admits her like infidelity and is like, I had a friend, like our relationship was not good, so if I got pregnant before we got on the island, then it's my affair partner's baby, and that's fucked up, and I made a mistake. And Juliet's kind of like, I get it, girl, shit's blurry, cheating happens.
We all make mistakes.
She's a girl's girl, and I love that. Well, our listeners. She's a girl's girl.
What? Are you saying that to me or
I'm
the
saying
listener?
it to me.
Okay. I was like, I don't. She does not seem like a girl's girl at all. She's kind of been,
Yeah,
she's been taking the girls for the runaround with Kate, and like also she kind of like she did help Sun, but she helped her because it helped Juliet get what she wanted. So.
Yeah.
Not very lifting up other women situation.
There's another specific Juliet episode that we have not reached yet that is also another where you're like, oh, she's not a girl's girl at all.
No.
We'll get to that eventually. But
No, it's tough, dude.
But she was like, no, it's okay. I love cheating. It's fine.
Fine, girl.
No worries. We all make mistakes.
You got to
Everybody has
get
those days.
yours.
Everybody says, what?
He's been at work all day. What are you supposed to do?
Right. Our marriage sucked. He was bald.
No. You know what? I'm placating. No, it's all disgusting, and I hate it. Why would you ever do that to Jen?
Right.
It's disgusting. I hate it.
Of course.
She could have left her fortune and just moved to that fisherman village and had a good life.
Oh, that's true.
Could have had a good life.
I love Jen and Sun. I can't help it. I know that they're both very imperfect people, and they've both hurt each other in sort of extreme ways. Jen was borderline abusive at points, but I really love them and the way that they love each other and the way that they come back to each other and the way that they apologize to each other. And I think that their whole story, every time we hear from them, is about them finding each other again. And I think that that's beautiful. Like, whether that's in like a physical sense or a like more like getting on the level with each other again. They're the epitome of like, I would love you in any universe kind of thing. Like, they're so... And I will cry every time they have an episode, but I cried extra this time because it was a great Jen and Sun episode, although it was a Sun episode.
Yeah.
Sun episode. Jen was also there, but...
And I think I love their love so much because of like the humanity that they have to like go through, because they both make like massive mistakes on the way to choosing each other first. Yes. Like they make each other's lives like worse by trying to do the right thing.
Yes.
Because
and they're trying to protect each other, and that hurts each other.
Yes, every single time, like they in their mind they're doing the right thing that feels very human. Like if you've ever been in a relationship, like you're doing what you think is best, but like you're a little bit blinded that it might be worse. And especially when her dad hands her the money, and it's like, this is now Jen's debt. So Jen has to lose himself for his love of her, but she only put him in that situation. And yes, it's her fault he's in that situation. She did it to protect him from the truth. So everyone is doing everything right, and they're choosing each other, but like it's worse, and that feels very like real life.
Yes. They're so gift of the Magi. And when you think about this episode specifically, like, it seems like Jen has an office job and is doing fine and is like getting an hour lunch break and working in a cubicle most of the day. And then he ends up owing Mr. Pike $150 million $100,000 in Korean currency. And
we don't know the exchange rate. Just get out ahead of that. Somebody
commented on TikTok and said it would be 150 million yuan, which I believe.
Sure.
I have no reason to not believe it. I have no reason to believe it, but I trust you. I think it was Kendo the Friendo, but it might not be at all.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's Kaz Proctor that said that.
Trust it for sure. But she did that to protect Jen, the person that she loves, and it's just a funny like dichotomy of like trying to protect someone from being hurt and then literally hurting them and yourself in the process. Like, yeah, that's awesome. That's human. That's like not. Let's like taking a break from Lost and then talking about real people for a minute. Which of course I'm going to love whatever they're doing.
I love them. I love them.
If two people can benefit more from getting away from their previous lives, it's probably them. Because now it's just about them two. Like Jen and Son finally get away from whatever like guilt or family obligation or work or whatever they were like running from, and they just get to run towards each other for a little bit, you know? Yeah. And I'm sure they're going to mess up along the way, which they have, but I don't know. It's just nice to watch. It's just whatever their whole thing is. It's really, really fun to watch.
Love them.
I know it's hard. You know, the thing is, like, not a lot of people on this show have that sort of like depth, because there's not a lot of people choosing anyone but that. No, sorry, depth in the way that depth in the way of choosing other people. Like we were just talking last week about like Jack was like, not
Jack
afraid
was like,
at
I'm
all.
gonna get on the submarine.
Peace. And like Kate is like, now she's like, well, I know you're hurting real bad, son, but let me tell you about Juliet and let me get my nose in it, because that's, you know, it's more Kate. Drama for Kate. Like everyone kind of chooses themselves for the most part. I mean, Hurley is a little bit of an exception, but
Hurley's very much an exception. And
for the most part, like these are the two people who choose each other.
Desmond, last episode, saved Charlie, even though he thought that letting Charlie die would be the best choice for him.
That, you know, and the more I look back at that, it feels like very like Jack. Like he wants to be selfish, but there's like some moral compass inside of him that cannot let that happen. He's like, I need to let Ben die. Like everything says that Ben needs to die on this table. But I swore that I wouldn't do that.
Right.
Like I'd honor my word. And it felt like Desmond was doing the Jack bit. You know, he's like, I need, if I get to Penny, Charlie's got to die. And I'm going to commit to it right up until I have to commit to it. I'm not going to commit to it. I can't do it. Like their moral compass won't allow that.
Desmond's
He's a good one. He's a real one. And he's like, I feel like he is, no pun intended, he's more lost right now than anybody. I feel like he is very confused on like what he's doing. He's getting these like visions, and he just doesn't.
The lady fell out of the sky with the only picture that exists of him and his girlfriend in her pocket.
And he's not close to anybody. He's with like a new group of people. He's been in a certain situation.
He's kind of been close to Charlie, but really just because he keeps having visions of Charlie dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like he is really trying to find his footing in the full frontals.
I really wanted him and Jack to be friends. Because when we first meet Desmond in the flashback where he's, whatever that's called, running stadiums.
Oh,
Running
yeah.
the steps of the stadium.
Yeah. He's
they had a cool connection and they recognized each other when Jack got down in the hatch and stuff. It's you, brother, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I wanted them to like be pals, but it never really, or hasn't panned out that way.
No, it does make sense, especially if you go all the way back to that moment when he's like, oh, it's you, brother.
But you're right, he kind of just hangs out on his own.
But he has this like calmness, or just like this sense of like peace. He's like very slow to react, which is like a trait that not a lot of people on the island have.
That's true.
And if you're gonna put him with anybody, Jack makes the most sense.
Yeah.
You know, like they could be really good friends. They could yin and yang each other really well, right? You know, like, hey, I need a co-pilot. You need to help me out here.
Yeah. Let's see. What other notes have I not?
Oh, date of conception. Tough scene.
I did have
for
a
me. I thought it was Doc, like doctor, but no, date of conception.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if I would have clocked that. I don't remember if I did when I was watching the show, but I don't know if I would have guessed that either.
no, missed that. No, no.
I'm not a parent.
No. Well, they didn't tell us that.
They didn't tell you that part. I was wondering when I said the
No.
name of the episode last time, I was like, Anthony famously just had a baby.
No.
He'll know exactly what this means.
They didn't hit me with a, you're gonna
I
come
don't know anything about what happens when you like go to have a baby or any of that. So
They don't tell you. You're going to come in next.
I know what happens on the movies.
They don't tell you you're going to come in next Tuesday, 9 o'clock for a D.O.C. So you can figure that out. They don't tell you
Well,
that.
no, but I wasn't thinking that, but I was thinking, you know, yeah, your D.O.C. was this date, so you're probably due in whatever month.
Yeah, our situation was different.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to reach out to that, I can answer some questions about
Maybe so.
fertility and planned stuff like that.
Right.
So we knew exactly when it was because it cost us a lot of
That's
money
true.
and a lot of doctor's appointments. So,
Forgotten about that.
So yeah, we knew exactly when it was. But yeah, I'm sure they do tell you at normal people's, but not us.
Normal people.
Not us.
Aw, you guys are normal.
Yeah. So that wasn't for us.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have guessed that either if I had not seen the episode before. I did have a note that was, and they kind of talk about it, but the OBGYN office behind a secret metal door controlled by a lever and a locker. What are we doing? What's going on?
Yeah. This is where they go to die. I was like, this is very macabre. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
This is dark. I don't love this. This is a lot. I hate this. I was, for some reason, waiting so badly when they went back into that hatch for an Ethan jump scare. They were back in.
That would make sense. Like, that's his house.
Yeah, as soon as they opened the door, I was like, they're gonna cut quick flashback. Ethan's gonna be walking through that door or something. Like they're gonna frame it Ethan back in there. But no. I was waiting for the
It would
Ethan
be a
jump
good
scare.
moment. Of course, he's dead. It would be ridiculous to assume that he would come back at any point.
Yeah,
But
it's very ridiculous of me to think that someone could die on screen,
let's not forget that Ethan's dead.
bleed out of their face, and live. That's weird of me. Why would I ever think that?
I've bled out of my face plenty of times. I'm still alive. I used to get nosebleeds like crazy. I'm constantly like turning a tiny zit into a like massive open wound. That's normal. It's a Sunday.
Okay. So, all right, time out. If we're talking about people, what is the deal with Nikki and Paolo? They just dead?
They're either dead or dying really badly if they're not dead yet.
Okay.
I would assume.
Okay.
I don't know how long all that would take. I guess it would be dehydration, so only a few days. But I don't really know how long ago was expose like time wise.
I'm asking you. Like, I'm not the person to answer. I'm
Could
like,
be down there.
where are they at? Like, you can't cut away from
Yeah.
that episode and they're like moving the sand and they're awake.
They're not getting out of there.
No, okay. All right, that's fine. I was just curious. I mean,
It is kind of like I understand in most situations being buried alive, you're not getting back out again because of the way that soil weighs so much. But they're not really burying people 6 feet deep in the sand, are they?
no.
And if they are, sand is a little bit more diggable than packed
You
earth.
would think so.
You'd think.
You would think so. So they just died.
Yeah. I'll be upfront with you. Nikki and Paolo are not returning.
Are you serious?
And why would they? Let's all be honest with each other. Why would they?
Because
I loved them in that
because they
episode,
were-
but what other purpose would they serve?
I'm not saying that they serve a purpose. I'm saying that they were paralyzed and then
Yeah.
buried alive.
Rough way to go.
You got to tell somebody. It's like at some point somebody
Nobody
has
knew. Nobody knew because they were all obsessed with their diamond bullshit. The only person who could have known is Arts, and he exploded ages ago.
I'm not saying that anybody should know. I'm saying at some point somebody has to walk by their grave and just at least confirmed they hadn't got out yet.
Well, I don't think they got out.
I don't know though. They haven't showed me that.
Wouldn't it be funny if they did get out and they did live, but the show just never mentioned it again?
See, now that's a good Easter egg.
Yeah,
Like,
and like
it-
they're in the background of
yes.
a scene in season 6. You're
Yes.
like, oh fuck.
Yes. No, like next episode, Desmond and Charlie are walking by and then both of their like graves are empty.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And you're like, oh shit, they're on the island somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's it. You just wonder the whole time what they're doing.
I forgot about breathing. Our friend Gaz Proctor.
You forgot about breathing?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're dead from suffocation.
There's a lot of things.
Because there's no coffin. You know what I mean? Like if you're buried alive,
There's a little bit of
and
air
there's a little
trapped
bit of
in
air
there.
in there. But they were just like,
Suffocated.
yeah.
Okay.
Or perhaps crushed. Me too, Kendo the Friendo. I love Frogurt. That's not for you.
No, I know Frogurt.
You do?
You told me about
Oh, yeah,
it.
I told you about
told me
Frogurt because
Frogurt.
it's the guy from The People Under the Stairs with
Yeah.
the big teeth.
And then he was in the
Big gums.
Superstore.
Yeah, he was in Superstore
Yeah.
also. He
Yeah.
was in Supernatural for a minute, I think.
Creepy. They called him Creepy Sal in Superstore. Yeah,
His name is-
Frogurt.
His name is Sean Whalen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, all I'm saying is, I get it. They're definitely dead. I'm
And
not a-
Twister. Yes, sorry, Gaz Proctor again.
Oh, he is in
He's in
Twister.
Twister. And someone else is in Twister that I can't mention yet.
Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt. That's it.
I got you there. You can't say
Helen
no.
Hunt. That's true.
Glenn Powell. We're not. I don't know which one we're talking about.
No.
You love Glenn Powell.
I don't. I didn't see the new Twister, and I have really no desire to.
She loves him.
I don't hate Glenn. I feel like I'm kind of ambivalent about Glenn. I don't think I've seen him in anything.
What? He's been in everything.
Right.
I thought that's why people didn't like him, because he was in everything for like 18 months.
I haven't seen anything, I don't think, that he's done. Let me see.
I don't think you would like anything that he's been in.
Right, exactly.
If I know
why
you,
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, if I know you as a media.
I have no interest. I love Twister. I have no interest in watching a sequel decades later of it that doesn't include Carrie Elwes. Why would I fucking be there?
Get out of here. Yeah, as a media consumer, I don't think you would like anything that he's in.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of these. The sequel to Top Gun, I don't think so. Hitman. That movie with Sydney Sweeney, won't be me. He was in Dark Knight Rises, and he was in Spy Kids 3D. I've seen both of those.
There you go. Massive fan. That's all there is to it.
No, but the original Twister, there's a Lost actor in the original Twister as well, but we haven't gotten to him on Lost yet.
Okay, him.
We will soon.
Him.
And also Frogurt, who we haven't gotten to. So 2 Lost actors. Maybe more than that.
That feels like a lifetime ago.
I feel like there are so many like assistants in that movie who are like doing weather machines.
Yeah.
Cameron Fry from Ferris Bueller's Day Off is one of them.
Yeah, dude, it's been so long.
Right.
I know. I've seen it. I just, I'm not gonna have like perfect recall of every single, person in that. Yeah, Frogurt feels like a lifetime ago.
It
that
does.
We talked about that.
It does. I don't remember when he shows up. I feel like it might be season 4, but it could be season 5. But he's one of those that they're like, he's been here the whole time, like Nick Campbell.
Well,
Like he's a full frontal.
they're still there. They're somewhere. Sounds like they're still in their graves,
Suffocated.
dead. But that's a bummer. They might not be though.
I
Gotta
love,
see it to believe it, is all I'm saying.
that's like Mikhail.
Frickin' Mikhail. You're just not gonna get me. You're just not gonna get me there.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I loved all of Sun's outfits this episode. She was just looking great every scene.
I was like, whatever her business boss fits are, there
was one
awesome.
outfit that was like white capris and a red and white top that was so cute, and the top had a little peplum to it, and she looked cute.
Oh, she looked just like very put together boss, like not like the boss's daughter, like very like, no, I'm the CEO now. Like when she was walking out to meet Jen's dad, I was like, oh shit, this is an important woman. Like whatever her fit was, she was. I wrote down intimidating. I wrote down intimidating fits.
Yeah, she was for sure a boss bitch.
Yeah,
in all of those outfits.
again,
She looked cool as hell.
I would never say that, but that's what I was thinking. that was the
Respectful Anthony.
terminology that I was thinking. I was like, ooh, shit, here comes Son. You best get out the way.
We've talked about Walt's music, right? This is another listener.
No,
chiming in.
Walt's music.
The actor who plays Walt, Malcolm David Kelly,
No.
veered to music in adulthood. And you know that song?
No.
I always want to sing a different song, but it's
Peace
Baby,
out.
You're So Classic.
Oh yeah.
That's
the
Walt.
MTKO.
Yeah, MTKO is Walt. And
What?
another guy, Walt and friend.
No, I did not know that.
Well, there you go.
How about
Thank
that?
you, Josh Stell on TikTok.
Oh my
for
gosh, I do
asking.
remember that song.
Baby, you're so classic. Yeah,
What a-
I think that's all we can do.
What a different era of my life that I remember
Yeah.
that I was into that. Yeah.
I always want to say Cake by the Ocean, but that's one of the Jonas Brothers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like sounds the same. And
Oh, yeah.
also Uptown Funk. I think all 3 of those songs sound a lot alike.
So my wife, just really random story. My Cake by the Ocean. My wife was like, "Hey, who's that guy who sounds just like Bruno Mars?" And then she stopped talking, and I was like, "Excuse me." It was like
Be more specific.
1,000. She goes, "Well, he has a bunch of like a very acoustic songs, and everybody loves him." I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." She goes, "He sings that. He's like he sings about like a naked girl and her body." I was like, "John Mayer." She described him as
Bruno Mars?
who's that guy who sounds like Bruno Mars? And sorry, you were talking about Cake by like all those songs sound
I
like
can
Bruno
kind of
Mars.
hear it.
No, it's terrible. She just stopped too. And I was like, hey, honey, that makes no sense. Who's that guy? Sounds like Bruno Mars.
I get.
You can't stop talking after that. That's like 1,000 people.
I get it. I am very good with faces, especially actors. Like, I can very quickly.
You're queen.
I can very quickly place an actor.
Boss B. I would never say it, but you are Boss B.
I'm quick. I'm quick. I was watching Near Dark with my dad as a kid, and we got the silhouette of the main actor in Near Dark, and I was like, "That's Nathan Petrelli from Heroes." And my dad, who had seen the movie before, was like, "No, it's not, and that's just a silhouette. You can't tell who the fuck it is." And then he turned around, and who was he? Nathan Petrelli from Heroes. But I am good with faces, but I do like almost every time get Matt Damon and Mark Wahlberg confused. And as someone who really likes Matt Damon and really hates Mark Wahlberg, that's hard.
Interesting.
It's hard.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I get it. I get thinking that John Mayer sounds
I would
like
love to. I would love to hear that Discord. Oh, off air. On why you like one and dislike the other.
Well, yeah.
Like I said, we can take that offline.
One of them's a good actor. I think is a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I would agree.
And the other one's kind of a
Mark Wahlberg.
Person. Whoa.
She's a big Ted fan. She loves it. She loves Ted.
Well, I actually went to see Ted in theaters and almost got kicked out of the theater. Did you know this?
No, because you're like trying to jump through the screen to see Mark.
To hang out with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
No,
you got the whitey tighty pictures of him on your wall still. I think when he was a rapper.
Shut the
She's
fuck
a big
up.
Marky Mark guy.
I'm not. But I did go to see Ted in theaters with a friend, and during the movie we heard like a storm start up, crazy style, like we heard heavy rain.
In theaters, it's an intimidating sound too.
Yeah, and my friend who I came to see Ted with leaned over and was like, "My windows are rolled down," and so we ran out to roll her windows up. And as we were running into the lobby, which was empty because it was the time that all the movies were playing, as we ran into the lobby, we saw how hard it was coming down, and my friend went shit under her breath as we left to go roll the windows up. And then we came back into the theater, and the lady stopped us at the front, and she was like, "Which one of you uttered the dirty word? You're not coming back in this theater." And we were there to see Ted. There was no one in the lobby.
R-rated
We were
movie.
adults.
Was this here in Knoxville?
No, this was in Paris, Tennessee.
I was like, I bet I know who that lady.
No, I know who that lady is because it's Paris, Tennessee, my hometown. She's not well liked, but we did end up giving a meek apology and being permitted to, thank God, watch the end of some terrible teddy bear movie starring Mark Wahlberg.
Sure. You loved it. Big Marky Mark guy.
I'm a Matt Damon guy.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Not Mark Wahlberg. He does the same thing in every movie, and he's like a maniac freak in real life. I can't possibly endorse him.
All right, well, let's take us home. Okay, we're gonna take our Mark Wahlberg Discord offline.
Yeah, that's
I think.
probably smart.
I do. Can I make a prediction?
Oh yeah, for the next episode, we also have to talk about.
No, just I don't even know if it's next episode. I think it's future.
Okay.
My prediction: Sawyer got Kate pregnant.
Oh. I can never be sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Is that because Juliet's gonna like test her? That's why you think that?
Maybe. It's not hurting.
And they did slap parts.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem like there was a condom to be found in the fucking bear cage.
Yeah.
It would add up.
Yeah.
I don't think that Kate would have been able to keep up with her
No.
pills. Maybe she's on Nexplanon. Let's pray.
No. praying for a healthy.
Sawyer's
healthy
already
delivery.
a deadbeat dad of one.
But he's gonna break the cycle.
Maybe
He loves Kate.
he does love Kate. I will say
He
that
loves
when
Kate,
you were
and
talking
they're gonna be
about
there
how
by the-
everybody is selfish and thinks of themselves first, except for Jen and Son, I was kind of like, Sawyer would kill or die for Kate in a second.
I think he would. I think.
I think he wants to be seen as selfish, and I don't like Skate, but he loves her ass. He loves her.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's
Yeah.
gonna be. I'm not saying Sawyer would be a great dad. I think he would give his best effort to be a good dad. He just doesn't know how to do it because he's never been given that opportunity. But no, I think she's pregnant.
Maybe. Our next episode, next week, next Monday, we're finally here. Hey, everybody, hold hands with me. We're finally here. And it's time for what's happening. Oh, you're holding hands with me. That's so beautiful.
What?
I was
you
talking
said.
to our listeners, but next week we will join in this studio to talk about The Brig. Thank God.
I have no idea what it's about.
Would you like to guess who it's about?
The Swan Station for the animals.
Yeah, that's it.
Nailed it.
Got it. Got
No.
one.
The brig is.
Well, you don't have to tell me what the brig is.
the
Who is
station-
the episode about?
It's the station that's a cruise ship where people are put in jail. That's where Locke is at, because it's the brig on the ship.
Maybe.
Isn't that what they call the
Yeah.
prison or the
like on a-
jail?
Like on a
Yeah.
on a boat.
So it's a Locke episode.
Maybe.
Is that right?
Yeah. Good work. Good work. I was only going to tell you if you asked if you were right. But
That was
yes.
pretty good,
That was really
though.
good. That was really good. And I love the way you got to it.
I know that's probably not the
And it
reason.
didn't really make any sense, but I liked how you got to it. You said they're on a cruise ship and they're in the brig, and so it's a Locke episode. And I was like, I believe you, motherfucker. Yeah.
Because he left with them.
Yeah.
Because he was going with them,
Yeah.
and they were supposed to. It's a
And
lot.
he blew up the submarine. Maybe there was a brig on there.
There's a second submarine.
That would be crazy. And
Well-
Jack just left.
Is anything crazy?
And Ben was
Michael's
about to tell him.
back.
Ben was about to be like, hey, there's a second submarine, but Jack was already gone.
It was a decoy submarine. 4D
That's
chess,
funny.
dude.
That's funny.
4D chess.
We have 3 episodes till the finale. We have the brig,
hard to fathom.
we have the brig, then we have the man behind the curtain, then we have greatest hits, and then we will have the finale.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on Flight 815. We'll see you next week when we talk about the brig. Thank you so much.
See ya.